The latest Divi feature is the Divi Theme Builder library. Now, this is a useless feature, to be honest, because once you've created your header and your footer or a blog page, why do you need to save it to the library? Because it's not something you're going to use over and over again. The header is global, the footer is global, your blog design is global, but this is very powerful. Let me explain how. So first of all, I've opened these two tabs. This one here has the update and this one here does not have the update. So at first glance, things look the same, right? If you look over here, everything looks the same, there's no change. But there's one particular thing that is a major change, which is right here. This little arrow here, this down arrow is what makes the difference. It's full of features and you can see here, over here on the old site, it is not there. All right, so how this works is, if you want to save this design here, you click on this drop down and you can give this template a name. Now, here's the thing. Now, this is super powerful. You can actually save this template to the cloud. Now, this now becomes even more powerful because at first this feature does not make any sense because you're saving things to the library and it's just stuck on that site. But if you're saving all your designs and they're in the cloud, this means you can spin up as many sites as possible using your templates. So this is where the power of the cloud and this feature comes in. So check this out. Over here, you can say save to cloud. So once you activate here to save to cloud, you have all these categories. So this could be a call to action, companies, contact, and so on. And you can also create your own category. So everything that has a template, you can also name this template and then underscore something else. Like for example, you can call this template. So this is a category and you can also add your tags. So for this one here, let's say it's a blog. I can just say blog. So once you've done that, you can also create a new tag here if you want to, and then you can save this to cloud. Just like that, I've now saved my template to the cloud. This is super powerful. Every time you're going to design a new website, you're going to have the ability of just dragging all your templates from the cloud onto your brand new website. And this is where I think this feature really shines. But not only can you save individual templates, you can save sets. And the really cool thing about this is you can also have previews of how these templates look like. So let's say it's a 404 page and you have several templates on there. You can actually mouse over it and see roughly what it looks like because it can be very messy if you have a lot of templates on your website. Okay, so let's take a look here now. Let's say you want to save the whole set. So we've just done one item here, the blog page. So you can come over here, click on this arrow. Same thing. This now is a set. So you can give it a name. So I can just call this Mac set. And then over here, you can say include all templates. That'll be ideal to do, of course. But if you don't want to do that, there's an option here. You can choose the specific templates that you want to choose. So let's say I just want a 404 page and I want maybe the Woo pages and category pages. I can just select them. And once I'm happy with that, I can either save to cloud, which is what I highly recommend. Save this to cloud. And then you can also create a category. Now this time, the category is for the whole set, not just for the single template. And this is super powerful. Now let me give you a scenario. Let's say you have a set for WooCommerce websites. You can save this as a WooCommerce website, and let's say you have a set for a blog website or you have a set for an e-learning website. These are all different sets. And the cool thing about this is now that we can save them to the cloud, we can spin up websites really fast. Now, for those of you who are in my freelance to income course, you may have noticed that I only released the first module. I had to delay creating more modules because of this feature. This feature is super powerful. Now, I want to take this a step further and talk about the opportunities that this feature could give us. Now, let's say you're a freelance designer and you want to sell your templates. All you have to do is to export this, and let me show you how you can do that. You come over here, click on this arrow here, and then you want to export it. So you give it a name. So I can just call this Mac template and then export it. So you can sell this template as it is. You can see right now it is exporting. So once you've sold it, someone else can actually buy it, import it into the library, and spin up a new site from that. Now that's another way of doing it. So you can actually sell these, and the person that has bought it can have it in their cloud, and it makes them easier to create even more websites. So It may look like a feature which is very low key, but it is very, very powerful. So for this to work effectively for you, you need Divi Cloud. Let me also show you how you can load items from the library. Over here now, let's say you want to load a template from the library. First of all, let's save it to the library. So I'm going to come over here again. This time I'm going to choose a different one. Let's select this 404 page. I'm going to click on this drop down and I'm just going to call this 404. This time I'm not going to save this to the library. And then over here, I'm going to say category 404, and then I'm just going to add a tag here, and again the tag is going to be 404. There we go. So it's 404. So now I can save this to the library. So let's say I need to create a new template here. I can just come over here, click on this plus button, and then this time I have this option which says add from library. See that? So now it's going on my local theme builder library. And here we are. I have the 404 here, and I can just click here to save it. And the really cool thing about this as well is I can actually move this to the cloud by clicking on this little icon here. So I can click on that, add this to the cloud, or I can just click on it and start using it on my website. So overall, in a glance, this looks like a very basic update, but this can be very, very powerful, especially if you're a freelance designer that uses Divi Cloud. So I think the power of this feature here, or this update, works with Divi Cloud. Links to all of that in the video description below. For those of you that haven't signed up for the Freelance to Income course, please do so. The link is in the video description below. This course teaches you how to make money with your web design skills. All right, guys, see you in the next one.